What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And Manchester United have just beaten Barnsley 7-0 at Old Trafford. Manchester United recorded their biggest win under Erik ten Hag as they cruise into the EFL Cup last 16 at the expense of a hapless League One outfit Barnsley. Marcus Rashford, Alejandro Garnacho and veteran midfielder Christian Eriksen all scored twice, while Brazilian winger Antony converted a first half penalty spot kick in what turned out to be a rout by the end. It was also Manchester United's biggest win since they hammered Southampton 9-0 in February 2021 when the stands were still empty due to COVID-19. So Manchester United, they started in a 4-2-3-1 formation, and it was actually the same lineup that I kind of went with and predicted apart from I went for I went for Wheatley and Amas to start ahead of Ugarte and Rashford. But yeah, you had Manuel Ugarte make his Old Trafford debut, and Rashford started up front. Personally, I would have gone for Diego Dallo at right back, and I would have played Amas at left back. We did see Collier start at left back ahead of Harry Amas, and Collier was okay as well. He played well. He was neat and tidy on the ball. He was playing out of position. And Manuel Ugarte, he only lasted 62 minutes because I don't think he looked match fit. So Erik ten Hag did bring him off in the 62nd minute. But in terms of that, it was pretty much the same starting 11 that I predicted. We saw Evans and Maguire in defence, and they looked pretty solid together as well. And Man United, they started the game pretty well. Rashford had a good couple shots early on that were blocked. Rashford did look lively in the first, I'd say, 10 minutes. And Man United did get rewarded. Marcus Rashford did get rewarded for that liveliness. 16 minutes gone and Manchester United have possession at the back. And Barnsley are kind of like half pressing and half not. But they haven't dropped off either, and they still have a high line as well. So Barnsley are all inside Manchester United's half, and Man United, and they're not even pressing United. There's no pressure on the ball. Casemiro from the edge of his own box finds Eriksen, who's also in acres of space, because Barnsley are playing a quite high line. And Eriksen gives it to Garnacho on the, I think, the left side, and Garnacho, who's also in acres of space, and Garnacho, he plays a brilliant switch to the right hand side, and Marcus Rashford is running through. You have a couple of Barnsley defenders backtracking, but Rashford, he takes a brilliant first touch. It's to take the ball into his stride as the ball is kind of coming over his shoulder. He shows quick feet to get past the defender, and then he rifles it into the top bins, and Garnacho assists Rashford goal. And Barnsley, simply, they gave Manchester United too much space, and they got punished, and that's 1-0 United. And 35 minutes gone, Barnsley stretched out once again. Rashford plays an Antony into the box on the right side, and Antony's running down the right side, and the keeper, Slonina, I think that's his name, for Barnsley, he comes out and he trips up Antony. And I kind of felt like as if Antony was kind of looking for the penalty, but there was definite contact that was made. And the keeper picks up a yellow, and Antony kind of steps up to take the penalty, and he dispatches it to his right side. The keeper did go the right way, but he didn't save it because the penalty was kind of struck with so much power, and it was kind of a savable height, like a mid height that you would be able to save if it wasn't kind of in the side netting, and if it wasn't hit with so much power as well. But Antony makes it too. And Man United then grab a third goal in the first half. This is 47 minutes gone, and it's in stoppage time at the end of the first half. And Man United win the ball back in Barnsley's own defensive third this time. The ball comes to Casemiro, who plays Rashford in down the left side, and he cuts inside, skipping past a few players. He's showing good feet again, very lively on the ball, Marcus Rashford, this game. It ricochets to Garnacho. I think Rashford's trying to cut in from the left side to take a shot, but unfortunately he can't. There's a little bit too too many Barnsley players around him. It comes off a Barnsley defender. I think the number 6 for Barnsley it comes off. I'm not quite sure. But it comes off one of them. It ricochets off to Garnacho, who's in a good position inside the box. And he prods it home with his right foot. And then it goes into the bottom right corner of the net. And that's 3-0 United. That's game, set and match. And in terms of the first half summary, I had a look at the stats at half time. Man United had 70% possession, 9 shots on target, 9 shots, 4 on target, with 87% pass accuracy, and it was a dominant display in the first half. And and then the second half kicks off, and again, Barnsley are kind of pressing high as well. They lose the ball high up the pitch to Manuel Ugarte. It's a telegraphed ball that the Barnsley player plays to his teammate, and Ugarte kind of just steps in, intercepts it, and he gives it to Rashford, who plays in Eriksen, who plays a through ball to Garnacho, who is one-on-one against the keeper. And again, like I said before, Barnsley are playing a high line. They kind of push all these players forward, and they're trying to like play this open, expansive football, but they're not really getting on the ball. They're not showing that quality on the ball, and they're just leaving too many gaps in behind. And Garnacho is onside because he's running in from his own half, and Barnsley have a high line, and also the Barnsley defender, the last one, he's playing Garnacho onside anyway. So if Garnacho was running in from over the halfway line, he'd still be onside. And so Garnacho is through one-on-one towards the Stretford end, and he opens up his body and he slots home to his right side, and that's 4-0 Manchester United. Garnacho has 2 goals, and he's on a hat-trick now, and it's Christian Eriksen with the assist. A couple minutes later, Marcus Rashford has a good free kick, but it's saved by the keeper. But Marcus Rashford does grab a second goal, and it's actually Antony who's chasing the ball, coming over his head, and he thinks he's fouled, and so do the other Manchester United players. So they kind of stop playing and put their hands up in the air, signaling to the referee, give us a free kick, Antony's been fouled. But I'm not quite sure it was a foul, so play did go on. It comes to a Barnsley player. I don't know who it was. I think it was a Barnsley midfielder. I forgot who it was. I don't know who it was. But the Barnsley midfielder, he picks up the ball, he loses it, and he passes it straight to Garnacho, who finds a first-time ball to Marcus Rashford, who is running in behind the Barnsley defence. He's kind of inside the box, about, I'd say, 20 yards out, and he coolly slots home with his left foot this time, and that's 5-0 Manchester United. And Rashford has 2 goals and is on a hat-trick. He scored with his right foot, he scored with his left foot, he scored from different angles as well. Marcus Rashford is definitely having a good game this game, and hopefully he carries on this brilliant goal scoring form that he's on. 62 minutes gone. I am surprised to see a little bit. I am surprised to see Bruno, Xerxes and Mazraoui come on for Ugarte, Rashford and Dalot, simply because I don't want kind of Xerxes or Bruno Fernandes to be picking up any injuries. Mazraoui as well. Actually, you know what? Mazraoui coming for Dalot kind of makes sense, because you want to rotate the right back, and plus Man United don't have any first choice left backs fit at the moment. So you've got Dalot and Mazraoui playing at right back and a left back. So, but I was kind of surprised to see Bruno Fernandes and Xerxes come on. I would have thought that maybe give Wheatley a chance, because Man United are kind of 5-0 up. There's not really much point in that kind of Xerxes coming on, especially if he gets injured. Then you've got a problem, haven't you? Because you've not got no fit first team centre forward, obviously with Højlund being out. But maybe Erik ten Hag was thinking Xerxes is a good link-up player. He might grab an assist or a goal as well. And Xerxes did have a good game on the weekend. He was unfortunate to pick up any goals or assists. He definitely should have picked up an assist with how much link-up play he was offering in that 3-0 win against Southampton at St Mary's. But it wasn't to be, unfortunately for him. But Xerxes did look lively. He did link up the player pretty well when he came on as well. 68 minutes gone, and Manchester United break on the counter-attack. And Bruno is some good play down the right side. Bruno is down the right side. He passes it right across goal. It comes off a deflection, a Barnsley player. But Garnacho is in the centre of the goal, and he skies it over. That should have been 6 right there, and that should have been Garnacho's hat-trick. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be. Dillett then comes on for Evans as well in the 78th minute. And then 81 minutes, couple minutes later, Manchester United they win the ball back in their own half again, and they break again. Barnsley leaving too many gaps in the centre of the pitch, and Garnacho on the left plays in Bruno, who has made an underlapping run on the inside of Garnacho down the left side. Bruno is on the inside of Garnacho, and Bruno passes it across the box, and Christian Eriksen is there to put it home from close range from the 6-yard box, and that's 6-0, and Eriksen scores, but Garnacho is involved again. Bruno Fernandes with the assist. But yeah, I think Christian Eriksen did have a really good game as well. He was linking up play pretty well. He started in the number 10 position, but he didn't actually find any goals when he was playing in that position. When Bruno Fernandes came on, he took over in that position, and then Christian Eriksen kind of went back and started playing central midfield alongside Casemiro. But Christian Eriksen grabs the goal, and finally we see Ahmad come on for Garnacho, and it was unfortunate for Garnacho not to grab a hat-trick. Garnacho definitely should have had a hat-trick, but it was unfortunate for him that that final chance in the 68th minute he skied it. But Man United's final goal comes in the 85th minute when Man United again win the ball back high. Barnsley are out of position, and Man United lovely combination play on the edge of the box, and Casemiro, Bruno, Xerxes are all involved, and it comes to Christian Eriksen, who is played in by Fernandes. Fernandes gets the assist, and Christian Eriksen from just inside the penalty box, from about, I'd say, 23-24 yards out, he puts it into the bottom left from just inside the penalty box, and it's 7-0 United. And finally 89 minutes, Antony has a weak shot, but it's straight at the keeper. I think that should have been 8 as well. Xerxes finally tries to get on the act. He has a shot, but it's straight at the keeper. But yeah, I think probably, to be honest, Garnacho probably should have had a hat-trick. It should have been 8-0. But you know what? I'm not complaining. It was a fantastic game. And yes, it's only Barnsley. Yes, they are in League One. But you can only beat what's in front of you. You can't kind of be sad that United have just beaten Barnsley 7-0, or because they're in League One. You know what I mean? You can only beat what's in front of you. And if Barnsley are going to come to Old Trafford and not sit back and defend and kind of try play this expansive football, or I'm not even sure what formation Barnsley were trying to play. It was kind of just all over the place, to be quite honest with you. Like, the whole game, defensively, Barnsley were very poor. It looked like as if they had no structure to their play, and they just looked all over the place, to be plainly honest. It was a very poor performance defensively from Barnsley, giving that much space to Manchester United, especially at Old Trafford. You're going to get punished. But you know what? Barnsley were very poor, but Manchester United were absolutely clinical in front of goal. They had a total of 26 shots compared to Barnsley's 3. United had 13 shots on target compared to Barnsley's 0. At full time, Man United donned possession with 66% possession. Overall, pass accuracy for Manchester United was 88%. And in terms of the lineup, I think Ugarte had a solid game. He didn't look match fit though. That's why he probably came off too early. I don't see Ugarte starting on the weekend though, simply because he doesn't look match fit. But in terms of Garnacho and Rashford, they looked very, very good in my opinion. And in terms of man of the match, it probably is a toss-up between Garnacho and Marcus Rashford. But in terms of, for me, man of the match is going to be Garnacho. He comes away with 2 goals and 2 assists, and like I said, he should have scored a hat-trick. But in terms of honourable mentions, I'm going to give honourable mentions to Marcus Rashford, who comes away with 2 goals, and he looked extremely lively as well. 2 goals and 1 assist. And Eriksen comes away with 2 goals and 1 assist as well. So it was a very good game for Manchester United in terms of Rashford, Garnacho and Eriksen. They were basically involved in all of the goals. But Bruno comes on and he gets 2 assists as well, and it was a completely emphatic performance. They completely deserved the win, and now Manchester United are through to the last 16 of the EFL Cup, and this is a trophy that Manchester United should be looking to win. Simply because obviously they're not going to be winning the league, and silverware has kept Erik ten Hag in a job. Not that I'm Erik ten Hag in or Erik ten Hag out. I just want to see Manchester United be playing some good football. I want to see Man United be winning trophies, and however way that comes, I'm game. It doesn't matter who the manager is. And hopefully Manchester United have saved some goals for Crystal Palace on the weekend. That is going to be an extremely tough game because Crystal Palace, we are playing them away at Selhurst Park. But that is going to be an extremely tough game. But like I said, Man United are through to the last 16 of the EFL Cup final. Hopefully Man United do get another good draw again, and we see Man United go all the way in the cup competitions, especially in the Europa League and the FA Cup. It would be really great to see Manchester United win the Europa League, and then they would get Champions League qualification, because I don't think they're going to be finishing in the top 4. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.